welcome back to our weekly interview with Dr. Swami. Swami says only on NewsX. And this week, actually, we're going to be talking about the lessons that India can learn from the US elections, in terms of being a vibrant democracy. What are the takeaways for us? And also Dr. Swami's take on the farmers' protests. So welcome back, Dr. Swami, to our weekly interview. But before I begin, I'd like to talk to you. I see an interesting portrait at the picture behind you. Can you tell us what this is?
Yeah. Well, the picture hidden above is that of Shivaji, but everybody knows Shivaji. But in the case of the picture behind me is that of Muthu Ramalinga Thevar. Thevar actually stands for the community, and he broke the back of the British when in 1937. See, the British always held the view till 1937 that the whole of India may get independence, but Tamil Nadu will stay with British Empire because of the Dravidian movement led by Ramaswamy Naikar, who was a total toady of the British. So when the provincial elections took place on a limited electorate in 1937 all over India, in Tamil Nadu, Muthu Ramalinga Thevar was asked by Sardar Patel, and my great-great-grandfather Satyamurthy, who was actually the founder of Congress Party in Tamil Nadu. And the two of them decided Muthu Ramalinga Thevar as the only candidate who could defeat the biggest supporter of the British, the Raja of Ramnad. And he stood, and despite all the obstacles, Muthu Ramalinga Thevar defeated him. In fact, he never went to the constituency because the British issued a warrant for his arrest. So without going to the constituency at all, he defeated him, and that broke the back of the British. And the British then, the governor in Madras sent a cable to Britain that now we have no hope in Tamil Nadu also. So such a great hero, but he supported Subhash Chandra Bose and founded Subhash Chandra Bose's party in Tamil Nadu called Forward Bloc. And this irritated Jawaharlal Nehru no end. And therefore what happened was that Jawaharlal Nehru and Kamaraj, through Kamaraj, who was an obedient servant, so to speak, they filed a false case against him after 1947 and sent him to jail. And by the way, he was elected to parliament about 3 times without even going to his constituency with the biggest margin. So he was a national hero, but in jail his health failed, and then ultimately when he came out, he died. He was a great social reformer. He took the scheduled castes to Meenakshi temple and broke the barrier and so on. So nobody knows of him. So I thought we have so many statues in parliament, why not Muthu Ramalinga Thevar? And the then Prime Minister Indur Gujral asked me, who is Muthu Ramalinga Thevar? Is he your relative? Now,
sweet. This is something that half of the North is going to ask you.
And anyway, I got it through, and the statue stands in one of the pathways to the inside the Parliament building. There's one corridor which goes to the library, and from library to the outer circle of the Parliament. And that's where the 3-4 statues are there. And I think Annadurai statue is also there. Satyamurthy statue also I put next to Muthu Ramalinga Thevar. So he's a great hero, and people blindly vote in his name even today. So it's a Thevar community. It's a huge block in southern districts of Tamil Nadu, and for them they have renamed me as Subramanian Swami Thevar because they say he is not an Iyer. He cannot be. That is, he cannot be a Brahmin. He must be a Thevar. So because of my fighting spirit. So I mean, we should remember them. And I got the temple, the airport also built in Madurai when I was MP, and wanted to name it after Muthu Ramalinga Thevar. But as usual, the usual Congress jealousy, Chidambaram, after the UBA came to power, didn't allow it. and I've been trying very hard. I've raised it in Parliament also. Venkaiah Naidu was in the chair and he fully supported it. The whole assembly, the Rajya Sabha supported it. But somehow Modi has not been inclined to do it. And I think in this election, the electorate should force us that is the Tamil Nadu elections, say either you rename Madurai Airport as the Muthuramallingathevar Airport, or we won't give you a vote. Then I'm sure we will get the due.
From a picture on the wall to the Tamil Nadu elections, I think you're sounding a bugle over here for a lot more interesting conversations to follow.